Listen closely because this hits at the core of everything that keeps you awake at night. The unbearable frustration of watching impeccable plans unravel because the software you depend on is broken, flawed at its very foundation. Every bug, every glitch, every silent failure that sneaks into your product's core is not just a technical flaw. It's a stab in the back, a betrayal of every sleepless night and every dollar you poured into that code base. You know the pain. You've seen promising startups crumble because the software didn't perform, or investments vanish into projects drowned in endless refactoring and firefighting. Traditional software code? It's a mess built on shaky ground, fragile, and prone to decay. But here's the brutal truth. Waiting for human developers to catch every bug, every logic gap, every hidden vulnerability is like chasing shadows in a storm. The old ways are broken, outdated, hopelessly slow, and it's not your fault. Imagine a world where the flaws in traditional code aren't just patched, but annihilated before they ever see daylight. You're stuck in a cycle where the cost of software failure bleeds your resources dry, where innovation slows because you spend all your time fixing the past instead of building the future. But imagine breaking this vicious cycle once and for all. That's where deep learning doesn't just help, it revolutionizes everything. It doesn't sleep, it doesn't get tired, it scans through millions of lines of code, learning patterns, spotting anomalies, predicting problems before a single user notices. Deep learning unfolds code secrets faster than any human mind can. It deciphers the complexities that baffle teams of engineers. It transforms the chaos into clarity. But don't get lost in hype. This isn't magic nor cheap automation. It's a ruthless, precise, constantly evolving force that demands you rethink how you approach software altogether. First step, it's about feeding your systems the right data, not just more data. Quality over quantity is the war cry here. You must obsessively collect your code bases, error logs, version histories, and testing results in a way so structured and comprehensive that deep learning models can digest it seamlessly. Don't make the mistake of throwing in random snippets or half-baked data sets. Number. This is about building a powerful feedback loop. The more context your AI has, the sharper it gets at predicting failures, suggesting fixes, even writing new code that's smarter, cleaner, and safer. This requires bold collaboration between your developers, data scientists, and AI specialists. Tear down the walls between teams. Demand a united front, a synergy that fuels the learning engine relentlessly. Next, stop thinking of AI as just a tool to speed up coding or spot simple bugs. Push it beyond the obvious. Use deep learning to map the unseen architectural flaws that creep in over time, those ugly, tangled dependencies that kill scalability and create hidden risk. This creates a window into the life of your software, a dynamic, evolving map where hazards glow red before they cause catastrophe. Train your models to analyze the historical evolution of your code and its runtime behavior under different conditions. It's not guesswork. It's brutal, cold prediction based on data-driven insight. And once you have this predictive capability, don't just react, anticipate, and re-architect. This level of foresight moves you from firefighting to fireproofing. Here's an insight that many miss. Deep learning doesn't just fix code. It teaches your teams to build better code from scratch. It learns what works and what fails, then delivers automated suggestions steeped in lessons from millions of patterns. But to unlock this, you must embed AI into your development cycle, not as an afterthought, but as the pulse of your engineering culture. Set up continuous integration pipelines where AI-driven code reviews, vulnerability scans, and refactoring suggestions happen in real time. Demand discipline. No pull request gets through without AI approval. This forces your whole team to constantly raise their standards. It's hard, yes, but that tension is exactly where breakthroughs ignite. And here's the true revolution you have to fight for: transparency. Most deep learning systems are black boxes, mysterious wizards that spit out results nobody fully understands. That's a deadly trap. Insist on explainability in your AI models. You need to see why the AI suggests a fix, how confident it is. This builds trust between your human engineers and their machine counterparts. It turns AI from a loose cannon into a reliable partner. Only then can you unleash it at scale without fear. Forget about patching the old paradigms. Deep learning demands a transformation of your mindset and your workflows. Champion the radical integration of AI into every step, from design through coding, all the way to deployment and monitoring. Use deep learning to automate testing at a scale no human team can match. Apply it to identify bottlenecks in production systems and adapt the software dynamically. Create a vision where your software is never static, but a living, breathing system that evolves intelligently. Now, if the fear of AI replacing human jobs creeps in, shut it down immediately. This is about enhancing human creativity, precision, and speed. It's about shifting your role from code fixer to architect of revolutionary systems. The human element becomes more strategic, overseeing the AI and steering innovation, not bogged down in tedious debugging. This shift is uncomfortable, guaranteed. But it is where true power lies, where you become the force that reshapes software as the foundation of tomorrow's world. Founders, investors, leaders, hear this call like a thunderclap in your bones. The flaws in traditional software aren't just annoyances, they're threats to your vision, your capital, your survival. Deep learning isn't a fork in the road, it's a gateway through it, a way to transcend the limits you never accepted but were trapped by. Don't just dabble, build the infrastructure. Invest in specialized teams that understand the deep marriage of AI and software engineering. Demand partnerships that bring bleeding-edge AI research to your projects. This fight is for those who refuse to settle, to those who believe that software can be flawless, adaptive, and ever-evolving. This is the future shouting at you in relentless waves. The system you rely on is broken, but deep learning holds the key. Take it. Build the code that never fails. Create the systems that learn, adapt, and resist decay. Become the ones who refuse to be prisoners of old illusions and limitations. Shape a new world where software is not a liability, but an unleashed force, a trusted ally, an engine of unstoppable growth. This isn't just about fixing bugs. It's about reclaiming control, rewriting the rules, and shaping a reality where code empowers rather than wounds. The time to act is now. Ignite this revolution inside your teams, inside your boards, inside your vision, because standing still is collapsing, and deep learning is the rocket fuel to the next frontier. Embrace it relentlessly and watch your software, your companies, and your futures break free from the flaws that have held them captive for too long.